Hey guys, Jazz back with another video. In this video, I'm gonna do a submission preview. I think in a couple months I should be getting, start that rotation where I'm getting PSA returns and I'm also sending out each month. Right now I'm sending out each month, but I'm yet to start getting them back. I think like 2 or 3 days I should get one of my PSA submissions from like May. It's only 20 cards, but it should be a couple of decent cards in there. Ever since then I've been sending a lot more. Probably my next one after that one is like 138, and then there's a 52. Those two should be coming around the same time, so it should be getting like 200 cards, but those are like gonna be like January-ish type that I'm gonna start getting those back. So we're gonna get right into it. There's like 77 cards in this sub that I'm sending. Not too much football, but we're gonna start it off. It's a legacy green, number 249 right there of Drew Lock. So nice looking card right there. Again, chrome card, nice, number to 49. Got a Kyler. This is a base PSA 10 Kylers. They sell pretty well. This gets a 10. Sells well. This is number to 49. This is the blue parallel. Daniel Jones. This stuff is cooled off a little bit, but again, not too much football. Most of the rest of these is going to be basketball. So we're going to get into some of the mosaic. Again, I paid a few dollars for this. Curry as a PSA 10, I think they'll sell well. Pink camo Jarrett Culver mosaic. It's pink camo Darius Garland. Again, my guy. You get a few Darius Garlands here and there. RJ Barrett pink camo. Brandon Clark pink camo. This one's a rookie reflection with Latrell and RJ Barrett. I believe this is sapphire number to 199. Really sharp looking card. We got a Darius Garland. This is that white pulsar. Again, this is, I think, a short printed to 20. Really sharp looking card. Pretty nice. RJ right here, prism base. These do well. And again, these, I would get this order back during the middle of the season. And if he's having a really good season, this card could be way more than it is right now. We got a marquee John Morant, and like Luka's do like 2-something, 300,000 PSA 10. So again, pay like $3 or $4 for this card. Gets a 10, should be worth around $100. Again, nice flips, easy flips. Get some John Morant chrome right here. This is Phoenix base, another one. You're gonna see a lot of duplicates, especially of John Morant. Went heavy on John Morant in this submission. Again, that's what you want to do. You want to go heavy on like. That's what I'm gonna start doing now, is go heavier on like the bigger guys, because again, easy ROIs, and you don't need to get necessarily 10s to see big money. And I'll go into that with this stack right here. RJ Barrett, silver hometown heroes. Eric Pascal, I think this was number to 149 with your weird numbering. Pretty well centered in the back. The front is pretty good, a little bit off top to bottom, but not that bad. Pretty clean card. We got a Rui Hometown Heroes Prism. This one is blue to 99. Looks really good with the uniform. I really like the blue on this card right here. We got a Ja Hometown Heroes Prism. I got this for $10 still, because the guy took a terrible picture of the card and you couldn't even tell it was a prism. It looked like it was one of the base ones. Nice for $10. Can't beat it. It's a pink RJ Barrett Crusade. It's a Crusade Prism, another Crusade Prism. And I have a ton of these that I'm not sending out. I'm probably gonna do a video of all the cards that I'm not gonna actually send. And what I usually do now is I send them to Comp C, and you can see I got a huge stack of John Morant cards, like RJs of these prisms and non-prisms. I have probably like 10, 12 of these that didn't make the cut. I'm really picky. We got a Sekou Pink Flux. I like this set right here. We got an RJ Prism Flux. Shine on this card, really nice. We got an RJ Pink Flux. We got a DeAndre Hunter 249 Flux. Right there. And we got a Zion Luminance, and I think because of the Ja dunking card that came out in this set that's really popular, I think the set in general, that's what usually happens, is like one card really blows up in it and it kind of increases the value of the whole set. So I got a couple of the Zions from this set. This was the teal one. We got the pink right here. don't think the teal will grade too well. I'm expecting a 9 on this one, but again, a 9 will do well, especially the price that I paid for. I think I paid like $5 or $6. I think as a 9, that card will probably do like $50 or $60 or something like that. So even as a 9, I think that card will really do well. The pink is really clean, so that one should potentially get a 10. And this is what I'm going to get into. This whole stack right here, most of the cards are all the same. Ja Luminous Dunk. I went heavy on these, and again, when these initially came out, they were selling for like $130, $150. Price collapse. That's what happens with any product. When they first come out, prices are through the roof. Excuse me. So what usually happens when a set first comes out, so what happens is they'll start off because there's not that many of them to sell. On eBay, there's like a few listed, and there's a lot of people who want this card. The prices are really high, so it was going for one something, right? What happens is then a lot of people start opening products, and there's a lot more on eBay, and then all the people who really wanted it, they pretty much got their cards, so the price starts to go down. These, I was buying them for around low 20s, like $22, $23 shipped. And again, as PSA 10s, these are doing around $300 right now. Easy money in them towards the beginning of next season. But you can say they're doing 300 because there's not that many PSA 10s on eBay. You can argue that. But again, with the start of the season next year, if he's playing well, these cards could pick up even more steam. Again, there's going to be an iconic card because of the dunk pose. And I went heavy on this card. We have, I think, 43 of the bases. I got a couple of the color variants at the end. But yeah, because even as 9s, I think I'll make a decent profit. And then the 10s would just be crazy profit. So I'm looking to get somewhere. I already have like almost 50 in this sub. And I already have like 20 something on the way, like in the next couple days I should get here. So I'm buying a bunch of these every day. And I'm just stocking up on these. Their prices are starting to go up a little bit because, you know, I think the market has turned back up, and some of the cards are starting to go back up. So now the prices are, I'm noticing it's harder for me to get them at the prices that I was getting them at. I was getting them for 14, 15, some 18 thing. Now it's like most of them are going for like mid 20s. So the prices are starting to creep up, back up on these cards. So again, that's just a good thing. That means I did a good investment because these cards are starting to pick back up in popularity. A lot of people are going out there and buying these. So again, went heavy on the Ja Luminance because of the dunk pose. I think this will be one of his more iconic cards, other than Prism, obviously. But I think this one will be up there, you know, with the, just because of the pose. And luckily, no other set in his rookie year came out with this pose, because oftentimes other sets use the same pose. And that could have, like, if they came out with a chrome card, that could have taken away the shine. But since this is so late in the year, there's really no risk of them coming out with another card with this pose. But yeah, just a bunch of these. Decent. I'll take, you know, I'm happy with 9s on these. And if I get, you know, even like 30% 10s, I'll do amazing in terms of ROIs. If I get a bunch of 9s and then, you know, sprinkle in 10 or 12 of the PSA 10s. If I get 10 PSA 10s, let's say out of the, so let's say 50, I think I'm selling 47. Let's say if I get 10 10s, right? That is $3,000. That's more than I paid for the 50. I only paid like $1,000 something for the 50 cards. And then 3 10s will get me 3,000. So 10 10s will give me 3,000. So again, simple stuff like this. And then all the 9s, they should sell pretty well, like 60, 70 bucks. Who knows? Maybe even 100, depending on how he's playing and the card is doing. But man, yeah, I just find these to be a great buying opportunity, especially for the price I was getting them. I was getting some for 14, 15, 16, you know, getting good prices on these. I would like to get a little bit more of the color variants, but I don't want to pay too much more because, again, I'm not sure how much more of a, you know, price will the color variants demand as 10s and stuff like that. But I have picked up a few, and I think I got a few more of the color variants coming. That's one thing I'm going to look into, probably picking up a few more of the color ones. But yeah, we got 43 of the bases right there. That was 43. We got 1 bronze. Got a pink right here. We got another pink. And then we have a teal. So again, all in all, that is 47 of the Ja Morant Luminance. And hopefully, I mean, my biggest fear is that we can just get slaughtered on these because these are paper cards. I mean, there were a good like 10 of them that were super, super sharp. So I'm hoping we do pull some 10s. But again, with 9s, I think I'll do well. And I'll probably be able to almost double my money even with these as 9s. And I think as 10s, I will make a lot more. So again, that's pretty much it. A lot of Chronicles, couple of Chronicles football, some Mosaic, A lot of Chronicles basketball. Again, went really heavy on Ja because I think he's a little bit less risky than Zion. Zion's injury potential and his weight issues are a little bit scarier. I'm more confident in Ja Morant, and he's a freak athlete on his own. You know, you see him dunking over people, stuff like that. So, again, a lot of flashy plays like this, like dunking over people, stuff like that, does get a lot of buzz around your name. And I do think he'll take that next big jump. And I think the Grizzlies will actually be a decent team next year. Hopefully, this guy comes back from injuries. Forget the small forward / power forward. But if he comes back, the second-year player this year, comes back from injuries, his name is eluding me. But he comes back, they're a playoff team. And Ja's playing really well. His prices should be doing very well as well. So, again, I think these are easier flips. I'm trying to learn like different ways to attack the market. And obviously, buying in the offseason, that's what I did this year since most of the cards were down. After the season pretty much ended and the playoffs started, a lot of the cards started to tank. Even the people in the playoffs, their card prices started to tank. So it was a great time to start buying up some of these cards because they were dirt cheap prices compared to what they were. And then if you get them as 10s, you see a lot of increase because once these cards bump back up to their normal prices, and then you get a PSA 10 on top of that, you can see big time increases. So little things like that I'm looking into. See what else that I'm really looking forward to. You're going to see a couple of big cards come back. I already know the grades because the grades popped on Saturday, and I wasn't going to get the cards like till Thursday. So I was like, there's no way I'm waiting like 5 or 6 days to know what the grades are. So I already know what the grades are. Pretty good submission, better gem rate than the last one. So hopefully you guys, it should be in a couple days that video comes out. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Till next time, guys.